See you later. Life's an everyday adventure. That's my philosophy. I love days when there's nothing much to do and nowhere we have to go. We can all sit back and relax. So that is just what we did today under the shade of our favorite tree in the backyard. That was until the phone rang. My mother ran in to get it. It was her good friend in the big city saying she had an extra ticket to the theater tonight. Wow! I had never seen my mother so excited. I think I even saw her do one of my yahoos on her way back outside. With a huge smile on her face, she quickly announced, "Well, dears, I have just been invited to the theater tonight, and I'll have to go get ready. While I'm gone, it would be great if you could do the grocery shopping. See you later." As my mother ran back inside, my toes tingled in my moccasins like bubbles in a bubble bath. My father and I were not sure what to make of my mother's funny behavior. So we both just looked at each other, laughed, and lay back down. After a little while, we heard the car soar out of the garage, which meant my mother was on her way to a big night in the big city.
"So, Miss Molly, do you know what to get at the grocery store?"
my father asked. I thought about it and realized I didn't. We both laughed again. I suddenly came up with a thought. I bet she left us a note in the kitchen about what to get. My father agreed, and we went inside to check. There was no note anywhere in the kitchen. We checked the rest of the house, too. Where was the grocery list? My mother can be quite a joker. Perhaps she left us clues rather than a list. We thought about it and tried to figure out some clues. Then it hit me. I had never heard my mother say, "See you later." I bet that was how we were supposed to grocery shop. Find something from each letter of the alphabet. Suddenly, going grocery shopping seemed like the best idea ever. When we arrived, the store seemed bigger than I remembered. I wasn't sure if that was going to make it harder or easier to find things. We grabbed a cart and started shopping. The ABCs were very simple: apples, bananas, and cherries. We grabbed some of each and began our search for something starting with a D. Aha! I know my mother doesn't buy them often, but maybe just this one time we could buy some donuts? My father agreed, and we chose 4 delicious-looking donuts. E was for eggs. F wasn't as easy as I thought. I went up and down a few aisles and then flop! I tripped over a potato and landed on the floor. I giggled as I put it back. As I did, I noticed there were lots of different kinds of potatoes, and yes, there were fingerling potatoes. I found an F food. My father gathered grapes for G and honeydew melon for H. I got my favorite ice cream for I. This was absolutely the most fun I had ever had in a food store. We knew we could choose a juice for the letter J, but there were so many choices. We must have looked lost as we stood in front of all of the juices because a nice man with a name tag asked if he could help us. We told him about our alphabet mission, and he thought it was great fun, so we let him choose the juice. He didn't choose an ordinary juice like orange or apple. Instead, he chose Mango Madness. Our cart was filling up with lots of interesting items. Next, my father brought us back to the vegetables because he likes dark green leafy foods like kale, which was our K. I grabbed our favorite loaf of bread for L and some milk for M. Nuts, oatmeal, and peas were next, but we got stuck again with the letter Q. What food starts with Q? The nice man came back to help, but he didn't know either. He asked the woman behind the register, and she asked the store supervisor. Now everyone was playing our game. The cheese counter man tapped my shoulder and handed me quince jam. I couldn't believe it. We found a Q food. We thanked him. Then I thought of a fun idea. We assigned everyone who had helped us with a letter and had a race. With everyone's help, we finished our alphabet food shopping in no time. except for the letter X. No one could find anything. We searched every aisle over and over again. Still nothing. Then I got another idea. I knew the word extra had an X in it, so I went to get an extra loaf of bread. I was hoping everyone might agree that it could count for the letter X. When I asked, everyone burst out laughing. Next thing I knew, my father was hoisting me up on his shoulders as if I had won a big sporting event. It was extra awesome. We gave everyone high fives as we left the store with our groceries. We had so much fun food shopping that we didn't realize how late it was. When we got home, we quickly ate dinner and I got ready for bed. Just before my father turned off the light after tucking me in, I whispered, "A-B, see you later." I don't think my mother realized that her expression, "A-B, see you later," would turn into an alphabet adventure at the grocery store. But it sure was noodles of fun. Molly Moccasins, everyday adventurer.